This is Roger Struckoff with Syscon TV, Day 3 at CloudEXPO at the Javits Center in New York in June of 2017. And we're sitting right now with Doug Vanderweide with the Linux Academy. I had Doug on a panel the other day. We talked about all sorts of exciting stuff. First question I could ask, Linux Academy, but how long has that been around? And the mission has gone... Maybe it's more like Linux and everything it entails.
Exactly. Yeah, so we began as LinuxAcademy.com about 5 years ago. It's a very small outfit. Since then, we've transitioned into more of a DevOps training company. The technologies and the tooling around DevOps, things like Jenkins and Ansible and Docker, of course. And we're also teaching the actual cloud stack. So we teach curricula around getting certified for Amazon Web Services, curricula around Azure, OpenStack. We're building out our Google content now. We're looking to do Cloud Foundry. So all those technologies.
And it's not just for newbies. I mean, not only that, it's not just for people starting a career. You're doing a lot of career transitioning, as I understand.
Absolutely. We get students certainly who are interested in learning about those technologies who are starting from scratch. But what we do a lot of work around is individual students who are looking to transition from a non-technical role in their company, or even if they're in a technical role, they see that their company is wanting to use new tooling or take advantage of these new cloud services, and they want to learn about how they can do that so that they can, not necessarily preserve their jobs, but advance in their careers within that company. And the same is true for our enterprise customers. A lot of our enterprise customers are starting to adopt these cloud-first technologies, and they need to help get their team. They like their team, they want to keep their team, they need to get their team trained. We do an awful lot of that work too.
Yeah, sort of retrain and retain. I mean, they want to keep their people too.
Absolutely.
The other day we were talking about Internet of Things, and there's some tremendous growth going to go on there, and an opportunity, I'm sure, for you.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Our curricula right now is not where we want it to be with Internet of Things, but we are building out a brand new curricula around containers and around microservices, and the approaches that it's going to take to actually get that IOT telemetry processed and to begin producing meaningful insights from it. So we're working on that curricula. The IOT stuff, we definitely have pieces of it. We'll train you how to use AWS's IOT tooling. We'll train you how to use Azure's IOT tooling. We have a couple of courses right now actually for Azure that are specifically that Microsoft asked us to build around IOT tooling.
What's the variation, like the length of the courses?
Sure, we actually have a number of opportunities. You can just one of our big features is the hands-on laboratories. We actually spin up an Amazon Web Services or Azure environment where you actually get to use these tools as they're designed to be used. That includes, so you can just actually practice with them. We have individual laboratories that are designed to help you understand how to use these tools. We have short courses that are around a concept such as creating a container, working with containers, or working with Jenkins, or working with Ansible. And we have full-blown certification courses that can go as long as 15, 20 hours and cover the gamut of all the cloud services that are out there.
What sort of challenges are there in when you might have many of these technologies at a single site?
Yeah, we're constantly updating our content. A lot of our work is actually just keeping abreast of all the changes, right? And we have a very student-first mentality as well. All of our instructors are on staff, and they're on staff so that we can actually interact with our students. So when they ask questions, we're there to answer them. When they need help, we go ahead and help them and to support our community, and especially to celebrate the success of our students. So we're constantly building new content, we're constantly revising our current content, and we're absolutely constantly interacting with our students. So to be honest with you, it's a full-time job just to actually keep up with what's going on out there.
That's not going to change.
No,
change is eternal.
Yeah,
here at CloudEXPO, what have you seen? What are the kind of hot stuff you're hearing people talk about?
Yeah, I've talked with a number of the vendors. There's an awful lot of folks out here who are working on hybrid solutions and bringing on-prem to cloud. I think you're definitely seeing that ramping of the on-premises to the public cloud is under full swing, and I'm seeing a lot of creative solutions to that from a lot of the vendors here, which is fantastic. A lot of the talks have really been fascinating in terms of the approaches people are taking to solving these new problems, right? Because the cloud and IoT is actually one of those, is something brand new, not for many companies in terms of how, coming up with real business intelligence, real-time business intelligence. And I think it's easy for people to get lost in that, and it's fascinating to me, the speakers I'm hearing who are talking about how they're accomplishing these tasks and how they're tackling the technical challenges, the vendors who are presenting these amazing products that are really doing wonderful work, getting these tremendous technical challenges totally abstracted, in some cases almost push button. It's just fascinating to me, the creativity and the drive and the desire I'm seeing out of the speakers and the exhibitors here. It's really been a great experience.
Yeah, different conversations than a few years ago, and it's just going to keep evolving. How do people find you online and social media and all that?
We're at linuxacademy.com. You can find us right there. We do have a free community, so if you want to just poke around and see what students are talking about, talk with other students, talk with the instructors. We also have a little bit of content that's free there, some of our introductory courses, so you can see how we teach and get a feel for whether it's right for you. We also are on social media at linuxacademy.com, linuxacademy.com, not the dot part, just com. We're on Twitter with that. We're also on Facebook with that. We're on IRC as well for the techie nerdy guys. We'll talk to you on our IRC channel as well. And we have a community Slack, I should also mention. Our community Slack is linuxacademycommunity.slack.com.
Don't forget the Slack channel.
Sure, Slack is it.
That's where it's at. I communicate a lot on Slack channels now. Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks, Roger. It's been an absolute pleasure.
And for everyone out there, thanks for watching. For Syscon TV, this is Roger Struckoff.